Okay, I'm back, y'all, and Divine and Grateful Risings. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the message. Welcome to the message, y'all. Y'all know we over here serving spirit and glam with a touch of spirituality, okay? Beauty, fashion, and faith. Y'all, you know what to do, Skibooski. Come in, like the live, share the love, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get in the flow of abundance and make sure you turn your notifications on. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get notified anytime I go live or post a video. Y'all, can I just have told y'all, first of all, I'm so grateful for y'all. Thank you for your continued support. Can I just told y'all that I literally lost like 7 days, 7 videos. I had to delete 7 videos. But anyway, more about that. More to come, more to come. I hope the volume is okay on these videos, y'all. I'm gonna double check it as soon as I get done recording this one. I probably should have did a test run, huh? I ain't do it. Y'all pray. Y'all pray for the video. Y'all pray for the message, okay? So we can hopefully we'll have some volume. I'm going through my webcam because I think my microphone over with because it's not working. It's not picking up any sound. And I ain't mad because I done got about 6 good. I want to say, child, I done probably had the microphone for 6 years. And so it may just be time for you to upgrade some of your stuff as well. Me too, because y'all already know my laptop is on its last lap anyway. Let's get into the book of Isaiah for the second time. Isaiah 33 and 34 is what we're doing for Bible clarity today. All I do it, let's get to, oh wait, y'all right. I ain't even much got the right pen. Hold on, let me see if I can get me a highlighter, y'all, because I can't write with that one, with that pen. I know it, child. Stress me out too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was super frustrated because I lost all the videos that I have recorded, like 7 videos, and I lost every single one of them. So I'm re-recording everything. So all I do it, let's get to it. Oh, I got some, but I got some, we got some good news too with the community. We got some good news because something that I had told y'all in one of the videos that I recorded that I'm having to re-record. If y'all see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. One of the videos, wait a minute, child, you was right. Y'all, when I record, well, thank y'all for reminding me, child, because we was finna be messed up in the game early. Let me get some air condition on this phone. Y'all know she bougie, child. She be like, listen, you gonna give me my air method. How I'm supposed to breathe in no air. Okay, I'm back. We got some good news and some good stuff we're gonna talk about in the community. So all to do it, let's get to it. Let's get into the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 33 and 34 is what we're doing today. A message about Assyria. A message about Assyria. Oh, that's cute. What sorrow awaits you, Assyrians, who have destroyed others but have never been destroyed yourselves? You betray others. Man, Lord, they're trying to tell somebody something. Maybe it's just me. I'm going to tell y'all, speaking of betrayal, the Lord gave, he's giving me, he keeps giving me this message about it. And I don't want that to be what the whole message is going to be about. So we're not going to get him a lot of energy. But the Lord literally took me to talking about betrayal today. So, anyway, let's see. You betray others, but you have never been betrayed. When you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. When you are done betraying, you will be betrayed. But Lord, be merciful to us, for we have waited for you. Come on, drop that in the chat. I'm waiting on you, Lord. Be our strong arm each day and our salvation in times of trouble. The enemy runs at the sound of your voice. When you stand up, the nations flee. Just as caterpillars and locusts strip the fields and vines, so the fallen army of Assyria will be stripped. Though the Lord is very great and lives in heaven, he will make Jerusalem his home of justice and righteousness. In that day, he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure. Drop that in the chat. I got some treasure, okay? But now your brave warriors weep in public. Your ambassadors of peace cry in bitter disappointment. Your roads are deserted. No one travels them anymore. The Assyrians have broken their peace treaty and care nothing for the promises they made before witnesses. They have no respect for anyone. The land of Israel wilts in mourning. Lebanon withers with shame. The plain of Sharon is now a wilderness. Bashan and Carmel have been plundered. But the Lord says, now I will stand up. If you don't like what I'm saying, then book. Swing when you see. We can throw the shout out T.I. If you don't notice, nigga, that I said it did. It has slipped. My bad. My bad, Lord. Look, you be in there. If you don't notice, no, got back. I'm back there. Now I will show my power and might. You Assyrians produce nothing but dry grass and stubble. Your own breath will turn to fire and consume you. Your people will be burned up completely like thorn bushes cut down and tossed in a fire. Listen to what I have done, you nations far away, and you that are near acknowledge my might. The sinners in Jerusalem shake with fear. Terror seizes the godless. Who can live with this devouring fire? They cry. Who can survive this all consuming fire? Those who are honest and fair, who refuse to profit by fraud, who stay far away from bribes, who refuse to listen to those who plot murder, who shut their eyes to all enticement to do wrong, these are the ones who will dwell on high. The rocks of the mountains will be their fortress. Food will be supplied to them, and they will have water in abundance. Come on, abundance. Your eyes will see the king in all his splendor, and you will see a land that stretches into the distance. You will think back to this time of terror, asking, where are the Assyrian officers who counted our towers? Where are the bookkeepers who recorded the plunder taken from our fallen city? You will no longer see these fierce, violent people with their strange, unknown language. Instead, you will see Zion as a place of holy festivals. You will see Jerusalem, a city quiet and secure. It will be like a tent whose ropes are taut and whose stakes are firmly fixed. The Lord will be our mighty one. He will be like a wide river of protection that no enemy can cross, that no enemy ship can sail upon. For the Lord is our judge, our lawgiver, and our king. He will care for us and save us. The enemy sails hang loose on broken masts with useless tackle. Their treasure will be divided by the people of God. Even the lame will take their share. The people of Israel will no longer say, we are sick and helpless, for the Lord will forgive their sins. I literally prayed that this morning. Lord, forgive me for the sins that I know of and that I know not of. Search my heart, Lord. A message for the nations. Come here and listen, O nations of the earth. Let the world and everything in it hear my words. For the Lord is enraged against the nations. His fury is against all their armies. He will completely destroy them, dooming them to slaughter. Their dead will be left unburied, and the stench of rotting bodies will fill the land. The mountains will flow with their blood. The heavens above will melt away and disappear like a rolled up scroll. The stars will fall from the sky like withered leaves from a grapevine or shriveled figs from a fig tree. And when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. The sword of the Lord is drenched with blood and covered with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice. Yes, the Lord will offer a sacrifice in the city of Bozrah. He will make a mighty slaughter in Edom. Even men as strong as wild oxen will die, the young men alongside the veterans. The land will be soaked with blood and the soil enriched with fat. For it is the day of the Lord's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel. The streams of Edom will be filled with burning pitch, and the ground will be covered with fire. This judgment on Edom will never end. The smoke of its burning will rise forever. The land will lie deserted from generation to generation. No one will live there anymore. It will be haunted by the desert owl and the screech owl, the great owl and the raven. For God will measure that land carefully. He will measure it for chaos and destruction. It will be called the land of nothing, and all its nobles will soon be gone. Thorns will overrun its palaces, nettles and thistles will grow in its forts. The ruins will become a haunt for jackals and a home for owls. Desert animals will mingle there with hyenas, their howls filling the night. Wild goats will bleat at one another among the ruins, and night creatures will come there to rest. There the owl will make her nest and lay her eggs. She will hatch her young and cover them with her wings. And the buzzards will come, each one with its mate. Search the book of the Lord and see what he will do. Not one of these birds and animals will be missing, and none will lack a mate. For the Lord has promised this. His spirit will make it all come true. He has surveyed and divided the land and deeded it over to those creatures. They will possess it forever from generation to generation. The end. Okay, the end. So that's it. A couple things came through on that. Speaking of wisdom, more to come later on that. But y'all, let's do it. Let's get to it. Okay, let me get myself positioned, y'all. Let me move this over here on this side so I'll be able to still see it. And also, I guess I could have went ahead on and put it right there, huh? I don't know why I didn't, but what else, y'all? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Today is a good day. Today is a great day, and great and amazing things are going to happen for us today. Let me show y'all my excitement. I'm trying to get my table right. Let me show y'all my excitement. So first of all, like I said, y'all, I have recorded like 7 videos. I was recorded all the way out to, I think, Isaiah 43 and 44. And the other night I went back and I was just I was listening to the messages, and sometimes I listen to them before I post them and sometimes I don't. And so I just so happened, this must have been, today's Monday. I'm recording this on January 27th. Happy birthday to my Uncle Michael. He doesn't watch my messages, but sending a happy birthday to my Uncle Michael. So I was recorded. I just so happened, I was just like, you know what, let me go back and read some of these messages. And so y'all, I kid you not, when I got back to I didn't even go all the way through, y'all. Y'all see me layering my gloss. Get you some gloss in your spirituals. As I was just going back, and I just randomly picked like the last message that I did, and a lot has happened. I got to start with that one today, Lord. Why let that be the second message I'll do. Okay, I'm finna tell y'all, in those videos there were so many things that happened. There was a lot. I don't even remember all of them. One of them, I used a deck that I don't use a whole lot, but we're going to use it today, the Love and Clarity deck. So it was like something that happened in the middle of me giving that message. Like I got a text message. It was a lot, y'all, and I was so outdone because all of those videos recorded with no sound, and I had no idea that there was no sound on any of the videos. And so it's crazy because I didn't know like it was my microphone, but I just tested to see if it was my microphone right before I came on here. So I think that it was. So all of that to say, like, there was a lot that was lost in those videos, but it is what it is. So I'm re-recording them, and the Lord will just bring back whatever he wants to bring back. But with all that being said, let's get into the community, and then we're going to get into the celebrity. Again, I had already recorded, like I had recorded this on another video, but it's new because it's back. Okay, so first things first, let me show y'all one of the things that, and I don't know what day this is going to post, of course, but let me show y'all this community. Look, y'all, look. So I have my brand new deck. This is the Hydrate Your Soul affirmation deck. Look, message up under the bottom of the deck. I am listening and open to the messages the universe has to offer today. So we're going to receive that. But all of that to say, y'all, this is the new message. And no, I don't use this message. Y'all know all of the covers look like this, or message looks like this. All of this to say, this is my brand new affirmation deck. This is the Hydrate Your Soul affirmation deck. It is available on my website, touchegermaine.com. So y'all make sure that y'all go and look, come on, the Lord's plan is better than mine. Therefore, I will live surrendered and obey. Trying to tell y'all, so this could be a message about surrender, obeying, whatever God is asking us to do. He may be calling you to resurrender. We gonna see. But this was one of the things that I shared on, and we'll take these two, but this is one of the things that I shared on one of the videos that I had to delete, is that this is my new affirmation deck and how I am using these, y'all. Of course, and something I'm gonna show y'all today as well. I use these as journal prompts. Um, when I first got this deck, man, that was such a good message too, wasn't it? It was such a good message. Like, I can remember bits and pieces of some of the stuff that was recorded, and of course now it's not. But when I first get a deck, of course, I pull a card for myself. Some of these cards actually have journal prompts on them, but even if it doesn't have something specific on there, you can use these as journal prompts. You can use them as encouragement, just to motivate you and inspire you throughout the day. So that is how I'm using these. So you can get these in a digital download, of course, and I'm going to show y'all today something that the Lord, like I saw I had to do it the other day, and it's me not having to use my phone and actually having my phone available as I'm on the live um message. So I love you, honey. So I just like that, like I use them as confirmation, I use them as affirmation, and we're going to incorporate something. This is one of the things the Lord started incorporating into the messages that I had recorded the other day. So it's going to be a part, and I'm going to show y'all. So let me show y'all this real quick. So yes, you can get the physical deck. You can go to my website, touchegermaine.com. You can order the physical deck. I like having physical cards, but I also use the widget. So this will be for some of y'all the first time seeing this. So let me just show y'all. So y'all know I talk about getting the digital downloads of, and look what's on the screen right now. We gonna use these today. So y'all know I talk about getting, this is my first time showing some of y'all. If you have an iPhone, then you'll understand that. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't you do her. She good luck. Y'all, why y'all got to keep bringing this up? Y'all, I know she on her, it's a lot of stuff on this last lap. Don't work, don't be no hater. Don't be judging me, okay? But I want to show y'all the widgets, because I've said it before. And so this is only if you have an iPhone. I don't know what y'all have available on Samsung, but this is if you have an iPhone. So when I say that you can get these in a digital download and put them on your phone as a reminder, let me just show y'all the ones that we have today. So here we have Pluto. So you can set these, you create a calendar, you create a file, a folder, and then you can just, these constantly kind of cycle through. So Pluto, so clearly we have some transformation that's coming through. This is from the message astrology clarity deck, transformation. And I like the three that are up here. As y'all can see, we have Pluto, we have come on, good gifts, 7-11, and then so the other two are from the angel numbers deck, and then my mama, A19. Hey girl, hey. So this is what I mean when I say, and if you click on them, it just takes you to the big picture of it. So, this is what I mean when I say, like, it's on what it'll, like, stuff will show up on your widget. Stuff will show up. Taking a chance, always bet on you, believe in the impossible. And so a lot of times I pay it, well, all the time, I pay attention to the widgets that are on my phone, especially when I be getting ready to give the message. And so anyway, the Lord kind of was like, yeah, you're going to start incorporating those into the message. So clearly part of the gift of what the Lord be doing is transforming ourselves. He's transforming us and transforming things in our life. Secrets, message. Now, mind y'all, now I just showed y'all that, and just like that, the widgets changed. Look, y'all, just like, and this is what it does. Thank you, Lord. Just like that, the widgets changed from the ones that I just showed y'all. So this is, and look at the sunflowers. Hey girl, you had meant that, didn't it? This is actually from the new Keys of the Kingdom deck. So y'all haven't seen that yet because I don't have it yet. But this is, of course, available in digital download abundant. So it just that quick, it just flipped. And so it cycles through and changes periodically. Come on, abundance, we receive it. This was crazy. Philippians 4:19 came through on a scripture, on something for me to just today. I saw it last night. in my spirituals. And then here it is showing up on the widget as well. Affluent, wealthy, prosperous, abundant. And of course, God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. Receive it. Well off, well to do. So for some of you, you may have some the gift of abundance that is coming in, because we just had the 7 and 11 that showed up. Ask, seek, knock. This is Matthew 7, 7 and 8. And then pray. Philippians 4 and 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And did, child, I was on my knees, child, was on my knees praying and asking the Lord for something. And I feel we might be talking about some of it, but anyway, so that's the community. Of course, y'all hadn't seen, like I said, y'all hadn't seen, I don't have the keys of the kingdom deck, and I don't even know if I've completely talked. I think I talked about it on a couple videos, but the keys of the kingdom is focused on the New Testament. It is the teachings, the wisdom of Jesus. Y'all, it looked like it's been rain a little bit. It's been raining the last couple of days, or yesterday anyway. um it's all New Testament. It has a couple of things in there that are not New Testament, but it's primarily all New Testament message. It's the teachings of Jesus. So make sure you pick up the keys of the kingdom. Plus, as you see, it has key words on it, keys of the kingdom. So it has words to help you trigger your intuition. Okay, because that's how. Which part? Which part y'all want to talk about? Talking to God, right? Because people be like, how do I use tarot? Let me just tell y'all, tarot has helped me to develop my relationship with God. Tarot has helped, just come on, spirit, just like as these scriptures come up, using the cards, pulling a card for myself every day. Today, come on, seers, message. Just like, hey, July, um 724, that number just popped through my head. So anyway, how has tarot you helped me to develop my relationship with God? Because it has helped me to listen to myself, listen to God within me, listen to my spirit. That is what tarot is supposed to do. That is, and people use tarot however they want to use it, child, but I'm just telling people how I use it. And it has helped me to develop my relationship with the Lord. It has helped me to continue to communicate with him, to understand things that he is saying to me. People use it however they want to use it, but for me, it has been all about helping myself to receive, like receiving the words, the wisdom that I need to receive. People don't, a lot of times people be like, how do I know if I'm hearing from God? Well, you got to first, like, it has been a tool for me to be able to just hone in and listen. And also, like, I pull a card and I just listen to what I get from that card. I listen to what I get when I read the scripture. And in addition to me, and I'm sharing this, well, because God said so, I'm sharing this because when I pull, like in the morning, I pull, right now I'm pulling from preparation for the promise. And this morning I pulled the number 5522, right? Which is, it took me to Psalms 55. So whatever card I pull, I go and read this. So I don't just read the verse itself. I've read Psalms 55 today. That was what took me, and I just listened and I journaled and I write down whatever God what he gives me in this. Now, speaking of that, speaking of betrayal, crazy thing is Psalm 55 speaks about when how do I say his name, y'all? Because I don't, child, look, because I be having to do research, child, because I don't be knowing all the time. So Psalm 55 actually speaks about betrayal. It is, let me find it. I don't even remember his name. It was when da 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 da. Where did I write it? Because I don't remember his name. Ahithophel betrayed David and sided. It was when Absalom, David's son, was trying to overthrow him, and one of his most trusted advisors um betrayed him. And so David prayed that the wisdom, and God answered the, come on, spirit, God answered the prayer. Because when David prayed, he was like, man, like, basically, man, I can't believe my dude betrayed me like that. Like, you was my dude, you was my ace, and he betrayed him. Ahithophel betrayed David. and sided with Absalom. So David prayed and said, as God, he said, hey, since he was a betrayer, I want you to confuse his wisdom. I want you to confuse the messages and the guidance and the insight that he's given to a hit to Absalom. And God answered that prayer. So that was what the Lord took me to this morning when I spoke about when I was like, man, we still talking about betrayal as we was just reading in Isaiah. This was it literally my it talking speaking of betrayal. So some of y'all, I mentioned something about a Judas the other day. I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but I will say this: if you feel like there's someone who's not on the up and up, pray and ask God to reveal and remove anyone or anything that doesn't have your best intentions, your highest good at heart. Um, Ask him, because I promise you God is going to show you what you need to know. And for many of you, come on, spirit, as you're going into your season of elevation, as the Lord is bringing new things into your life, you don't want to take them snakes with you. You don't want to take people with you who don't deserve a seat at your table. So the Lord may be revealing, so it's unfortunate because sometimes it hurts when we find out who our betrayers are, but the Lord is he's going to show you who people are before you try to take them with you, and knowing that they don't deserve to be there. And that goes back to, Ahithophel. And so just pay attention. This is not about, distrusting everyone, but the Lord will show you what you need to see about people. And when people show you who they are, you got to believe them and do with that information what you will. And I will say this: I'm not a person, and I think Sandy on the message the other day, hey Sandy girl, I think Sandy mentioned it the other day. Look, it done got super dark over there, y'all. You ain't got to even respond, react, or even say something about what you hear in the spirit, what people are saying. Sandy said it best, like, just don't care. It's just teaching you how to treat people, how to deal with people. Like, when you know stuff like that, man, just deal accordingly. You ain't even much got to cut them folks off completely. You just gonna move different with them. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times the Lord will just be like, don't cut them off, just move different with them. Now that you know what type of time they on, you just got to move different with them. Okay. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody. We got our 2 affirmations. Let's do it. Let's get to it. We're gonna get some tarot. Let me put these up, y'all. And Lord, I pray, Father, please let this volume be okay today, because baby, them messages was good. We finna get into this celebrity too, y'all. So let me just tell y'all, and I ain't you right. Let me just say, if you sensitive, them in that part, you might have to come back. I don't even know, and I ain't putting in no markers, but let me just give y'all this celebrity real quick. I got to put it on the screen because he deserve it. He deserved it, and I'm gonna give him everything he deserved. Yes, I am. Celebrity spotlight goes out to none other before we get into the message than Chris Brown. So y'all, let me just had told y'all. So the other day, I just so happened, this must have been Saturday morning, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was Friday morning. I don't know. If y'all, I am a fan. I don't have many celebrities or singers or anyone that is just like, oh my gosh, I'm a fan. Chris Brown, I'm a fan. Let me just tell y'all. So I woke up the other morning and I synced this song, Residuals. Y'all lucky I can't play it, because baby, if I could play it. Residuals, okay, y'all. I'm sure everybody has heard this song. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So actually, what day was this? The day I recorded, on the 23rd. I gave Chris Brown the celebrity. Um, you right, because baby, Chris, Chris, I just want to reach out to you real quick. Somebody tag Chris Brown and tell him I said if he ever feel like he wants some seasoning credentials, it don't matter if I'm celibate. Yes, I am celibating, but I might get, I get him some. Just saying. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Said it, meant it. Okay, listen, Chris, you might just need some guidance. If you just want, some celebrity, call me. And just was saying. So I'm back. This song, Residuals, if I don't know how you couldn't have heard this song, because it's everywhere, and I'm really, really, really just like everybody else, in love with this song. It hit a little different. My daughter said this, and I'm with you when you're right. Um, it hit different when you ain't even thinking about anybody on that song. Like I don't have anybody that I'm singing that song and thinking about. I just love the song. Every time I think that Chris Brown can't put out another song that I just love, 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 he put out another one. And I just be like, this man is so talented. And I'm giving him his props. Why? Because Chris Brown message. Chris Brown should have been got more recognition. He there are things that he should have. He been performing since he was 16. It's crazy because come on 11:11. It's crazy because I knew this and I didn't even have to look it up. I remember Chris Brown when he was 16 years old talking about, let me see if you can run it, run it. Okay. And here he is 15, 16 years later. I don't know, something like that, because it's been a long time he's been performing. And I just don't feel like he gets all the credit that he deserves. This man is probably the entertainer of the last decade. Okay. Like, crazy thing is when they posted the residuals video on YouTube, y'all, I just happened to wake up. Mind you, I wouldn't even subscribe to him. I am now, because just saying, I wouldn't even subscribe to him on YouTube. But I messed around and woke up and seen that and watched that video. And when I watched that video, there were only 17,000 of us who had watched that video. And I commented on it because somebody made a post and was like, who's here before 1 million? Baby, I was like number 17,055 or something like that. Receive it. And so I was like, me, child, we in this thing. So anyway, I literally saw something yesterday. Now, this was back on the 22nd, I want to say 22nd or 23rd. May have been the 23rd because that was the day that I gave him the celebrity when I recorded this the first time. I saw some yesterday that said that man had 3 million views in one day. If somebody don't give Chris Brown, and not that he needs it because he knows the superstar that he is, but it's certain, it's like, and I'm not knocking any other celebrity or what anybody else does. I'm simply saying that that man need his props because he literally, in my humble opinion, he is the entertainer of the century. Okay. There's no genre that he can't do. There's nothing he puts out that ain't a banger. Like, y'all. So yes, I'm a fangirl. Hey, Chris, call me. Um, I'm a Chris Brown fan, and so shout out to Chris Brown who gets the celebrity spotlight today on being an amazing entertainer. An amazing father. And the other thing I also want to say, and I forgot to put the video out, didn't it? The child, look, Chris is here in spirit, ain't it? He here in spirit. We go look, he here in spirit, Lord. Hey, Chris, what's up? Hey, boo. Child, I could do a whole little monologue with me and Chris, but I ain't gonna let y'all hear it because it might get a little, anyway, I'm bad. I'm not listening after him, but he fine. Said it. He want I can say it if I want to. Who gonna check me? Chris Brown is one of them kind of finds that, like he's skinny and but it's some about just, he just got that energy. Anyway, I'm back because so anyway, and the other thing, that's what I was going to say. Okay, I'm back. The other thing, y'all, the camera's starting to look. I got to move y'all up a little bit because the sun's starting to shine. Y'all see that? I just looked up and saw that. The sun, I don't want to turn it too much. I might have to put the what's it called up there. Sorry, y'all, if y'all all in my why you all in my grill? My bad. So the other thing about this is people still hold, you ever had somebody hold something over your head and let's say like in his situation, without getting all of his business, because this ain't even my business, but him and Rihanna, for example, have healed from what they went through in the past, but people still holding that against him. I ain't holding it against you, Chris. Shout out to you, your healing, your success. Shout out, and you keep doing your thing, boo. You keep doing your thing, and thank you so much for entertaining us. Okay, we appreciate you so very much. So, celebrity spotlight, Chris Brown. Okay, Chris Brown. I had to put that one back out there. Y'all, I might have to stop and put the what's it called up here because it looked like the sun, but it's cloudy, so we gonna see what happens. My little drinks, y'all, it's water. It's vitamin infused water. So all I do it, let's get to it. Yeah, oh my gosh. This was crazy. So this was the day that I wrote this, and look what number was at the top. 819. Y'all see the nail check. Don't worry about her. She's still sick, but she almost there, y'all. She almost there. I don't want to show y'all. Nail check. Y'all, I was going for the ocean. What y'all think? Y'all think I made it? I feel like I was going for ocean, and I don't really know what I was going for on this hand, but I just wanted something different. So anyway, nail check. Okay, so y'all know I'm still practicing. I'm getting better though, y'all. I'm getting better. So all I do it, let's get to it. Yeah, child, I was going for the ocean, and I did this hand before I did this one. I should have did these on this hand, but it's whatever. Don't judge me. I did this hand first. Message. Okay, I'm listening and open to the messages the universe has to offer today, and the Lord's plan is better than mine. Yes, it is. Therefore, I will live surrendered and obey. I will live surrendered. Can I get it to focus? I will live surrendered and obey. So, what's the message, Lord? That's funny that that came out that way. All I do it. Let's use some regular tarot, and then we'll clarity, and then I know I do want to use the clarity is real. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. There it go. I don't know that. Look, 414. I pulled out a couple of angel numbers on accident. I'm not gonna keep them all. Child, that was almost the whole deck, wasn't it? Was. Okay. Y'all, I'm running out of room with my cards for real, for real. I don't know. I was thinking about the ain't look, there go the Lord, but we gonna shuffle it. Hey, Daddy. What's the Lord was trying to tell you in your spirituals? I know, or was it? I don't know, child. Let's see. Let me put these back because we're not using those. Look, affirmation deck. Let me get to this other stuff over here. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna use that next. Let me just tell y'all, we're gonna use not in this message. I'll do it for the next one. But I gotta use the love and clarity deck because the Lord says so. He has definitely been telling me, and I'll talk more about it on that on the next message I record because I know what deck we're gonna use. So all to do it, let's get to it. Here we go. What is the message? What is the plan, the blueprint, the download, the wisdom that the Lord is giving you today? Okay, there may be something He's trying to tell you, something He's trying to show you. This could be about some abundance. This could be about something that you're praying for. Maybe you're praying for abundance. Well, let me tell y'all, somebody who need this. I recorded a video about it. It's episode 4 from the Card to the Kingdom, which I didn't release the video for yesterday, so I need to do that today. I'll do that after I get off of here. So one of the things the Lord been talking to me about is you get what you pray for. Okay, so you get what you pray for. Here we go. And you maybe look, there go abundance, harvest. I'm gonna have to do it, huh? Let me see, y'all. I'm parked in a different place today. So, oh my gosh. Don't be judging me. I need to see if so y'all be able to see the cards. Archangel Vertiel. Okay, Archangel Vertiel, first card to come out says, this is the angel of affection, nobility, message, optimism. The month of July. Y'all, didn't I just say hey to July? Somebody named July. I don't even want to. Well, this is their name on the look, this was their name on the Instagram. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Y'all know I post the horoscopes over there. Crazy thing is I actually posted the horoscopes this week using the affirmation, the Hydrate Your Soul affirmation day. Come on. So the month of July may be significant. The summer sun, intellect, insight, and wisdom to evaluate our goals. Unexpected miracles. Okay, unexpected miracles. So some of you may be receiving a message. Y'all, I don't know. Today is the 27th when y'all are seeing this. But even if it's after you see this, y'all, I'm on the Jennifer Hudson show, and I can't believe that it's finally coming up. I'm on the Jennifer Hudson show on the 29th, which for me is in 2 days. This comes out after that. But if you hadn't watched it, then make sure you go watch it, share it. It's crazy because I was talking to the Lord about that, because when I took the before picture for that, I was just like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna take a picture so that the makeover is like real. And so just thinking back on that, and it's crazy, y'all, because by the time you see this, it will have passed. Come on, God. I need to use the astrology clarity deck, even though the message that's going to be out on the 29th is already loaded and in the queue. Um, it's crazy because I didn't know until the other day that the episode for Jennifer Hudson is airing on the new moon in Aquarius, which is on the 29th. And so I was actually doing some research on the new moon in Aquarius the other day, and I had been talking to the Lord, and I was just like, Lord, I literally was asking the Lord to open a door. And so some of you, remember, you get what you pray for. Listen and obey. um didn't we just No, we didn't have that. So I was asking the Lord about opening a door, and about just helping the vision to come to life. And so he rem- he it round the he took me through, and I ended up doing some research on the Aquarius new moon, and I was just like, oh my gosh, the episode for Jennifer Hudson is actually airing on the new moon in Aquarius, which is in my seventh house of um, no, it's not. What is Aquarius? Aquarius is in my ninth house. Mm-hmm. Aquarius is in my ninth house, which is all about hopes and wishes and dreams, the big picture perspective of your life, education, learning. So some of you may be having some significant life changes with this new moon. I don't know. I just was like, okay, Lord. So anyway, if y'all hadn't, make sure you go run that up on her channel. Share it to me as well. I don't know how I'm gonna watch it because I don't have cable, or I don't have I don't know where I'm gonna watch it anyway. So just saying. So that happened, and I didn't even think about or make the correlation till the other night that it's actually happening on the new moon in Aquarius, which I thought was super crazy. So what else? So there may be an unexpected miracle. There may be a message about an unexpected miracle. Come on, God. Understood the assignment, started a business. Obedience is better than sacrifice, synchronicities, and going after your dreams. Y'all have no idea just how much that it was a life-changing moment for me. So some of y'all might be experiencing, and y'all know I tell my story as I give these messages, like that was such a life-changing moment for me. That is something that you just never really, it's not that you don't expect it to happen, because true story, like I already be on the lives and I'm kind of everywhere and on all the platforms, but that's an opportunity to reach people, and it's in a completely different aspect. It's not even this it was the beauty part of beauty, fashion, and faith, right? Because what I do here is all about, it's mostly like faith. And so being able to be on that transformation, oh my gosh, on that transformation episode. Then we just have that on the widgets, being able to be on that transformation episode, y'all, like crazy, right? So some of you may have a life-changing moment like that. Come on, ready or not, ascension. I'm telling y'all, ready or not, ascension, leveling up, stepping into your destiny and growing with faith that the Lord may be bringing into your life. And look what's up under that, y'all. You can't play with the Lord like that. We receive it. Just look at the synchronicities, y'all. The beauty of God, as I'm talking about the beauty episode, the transformation episode that just happened. So clarity and wisdom, positivity, beauty in your surroundings, self-love and self-care. So, let's do it. Let's get to it. So here we go. Let's get some regular tarot out here and see where this is going. Some of you, yes, you understood your assignment and you're stepping into it. I don't know. Maybe this was the shift that you needed to make in order to start seeing things happen in your life. I don't know. The Lord could be just bringing an opportunity because he knows the plan that he has for you. And y'all know the more you step into what God has asked you to do, the more he's going to open doors and present on the cut. Telling you, somebody's getting ready to experience. It's like the Lord bringing you out of this. This is in reverse. Now on the cut, y'all, I can't make it up. This is like the Lord finally, finally, y'all know every time I get this card, we talk about blooming in the face of adversity. For some of you, this is about you recognizing and realizing, they was ashy, recognizing and realizing that your struggle is what's bringing your success. Your struggle is what's changing things for you. I saw something, was that yesterday or today? Y'all don't have to talk about them like that though. I saw something, it may have been yesterday, and I've been talking to the Lord about like long suffering and why he keeps us in certain positions, why he doesn't change it, or why he doesn't move when he needs us, when we want him to move. And but I'm also like understanding that it's in all these difficult times. And this is what the Lord was showing me. Like, it's in all these difficult times, it's in all these situations that we be trying to pray ourselves out of, that are not exactly the easiest, that the Lord really does the most work, y'all. Like, he does the most work. You actually just become who you're meant to be. So for some of you, this is about all those things, all the difficulties and all the challenges, the Lord coming in and saying, hey, it's in that time that I'm really able. Y'all, can we just talk about the synchronicity of the fact that I literally said that the Lord took me to Isaiah 55 this morning? The fact that I just looked up and saw them two fives came out together. Let me just show y'all the truth is the truth.com. That was it. Look, Isaiah 55, I mean Psalm 55:22. That's where I was at this morning. And then we had the number 55. So anyway, is this what this about? Okay, so let me go back and just say the Lord may be showing you about something. The Five of Swords is a cutthroat card, y'all. It can be about someone, look, sabotage, disagreements, hostility, difficult conversations, mean girls, bullying. Why did this even have to come back up? Maybe I hope this is just the clarity for what I had already said, because I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but just be aware of that. Child, a mess. Let's see what else. The Lord pulling you, but he also, again, this may him also be preparing you for where you're getting ready to go. I'll use this thank y'all. I will use this as an example. When I the picture that I used for the before picture for the Jennifer Hudson show, I took all my makeup off. I was straight out the shower. I had my natural hair, like, just look, you know what I'm saying? Just really, 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 it was real. No filters, no makeup, no nothing. It was just me. And I love me, so I don't care nothing about it. But let's say, for example, the Lord hadn't strengthened me, and that picture is going to be on national television. And the Lord, this is why, and again, and this message is also, and I'm gonna release the video as well that talks about shame. What if I was ashamed of the way I looked? What if the Lord if I didn't love myself the way come on, what if I didn't love myself the way that I love myself? I would have felt some type of way about that picture being on national television. I don't care, because I love me. I love me with spirit. I love me when I got with spirit and glam on. I love me when I ain't got no makeup on, no lashes on, no eyeshadow, no lip gloss, no nothing. I love me just how I am. I love my body. I love who I am. I love everything about me. So there's no one who can make me feel some type of way about me. And so this may be for some of you. This is why it's so important to just be like, man, folks they're gonna talk about you whether you look good, whether you look bad. And so look, and they're speaking about bullying on this, baby. You can't say nothing about Touche to make Touche feel some type of way about herself, because you just don't even understand how much it took for me to love myself. And so this is for someone who needs to understand, like, you got to love you, and it's gonna be some people that hate on you whether you look good. You should know that you look good regardless of what you look like anyway, because I was finna cuss up word, because who cares what them folks got to say? And this is why I be so grateful that the Lord, and in your season, in your wilderness, the Lord will have to build confidence within you. Because if he it's like, if you don't go through that step of the confidence building, people will come in and diminish you and try to make you feel some type of way about yourself. So I don't know who needed that part of the message, but the Lord is like, listen, why did that just flash out? I don't know. Maybe part of your destiny is to be seen and to be recognized. And so you have to be willing to say, like, listen, regardless of what anybody else thinks about me, I love me. I love every part of me. And that's going to lead into, because it's a part of your assignment. Part of what I do with Spirit and Glam, and part of me giving these messages into, is to encourage people as you're going through your transition in your wilderness season and going through struggles and going through difficulties, to not feel some type of way about yourself. And you know what I'm saying? And y'all know my commitment to being to loving myself, and I'm not gonna look like what I'm going through. And so some of y'all, it's like you having that understanding that just because you're going through something doesn't make you any less of a person. Just because you're going through something shouldn't make you feel any type of way, because God loves you. He loves you just like you are. So I don't know if whoever who needed that message, but understanding your assignment and loving yourself unconditionally and is going to be important. Okay, because when you love yourself the way that God loves you, you don't care what anybody has to say about you, or what they, what they think, or they can't really say anything to knock your confidence. That's why the Lord strengthens our confidence in our wilderness season. Message, you have the Seven of Wands is coming out next. This talks about guarded, protected, blocked, look, defensive, protective pressures. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, so yes, for somebody, the Lord is taking you to your next level. And he's like, prepare for this. You got to prepare. And I feel like I just talked about this in another message, maybe, like, prepare for, I don't know, prepare for people. Like, everybody's not gonna like you, and they may not even have a reason not to like you, but they just not gonna like you. So I don't know. um let's see, what else, what is this about? Protecting yourself, like protecting yourself, because some, yes, this, I don't, child, I don't want this to be the whole message. That's why, because it's a little frustrating, because I don't be wanting to give, like, I don't give this type of stuff any energy. I don't know who needs this, but it's about, like, don't be concerned with what people have to say. Look now, transformation. This is the death card that's coming in. Okay, this talks about, and then we just have the transformation, the Pluto energy on here. Man, somebody life finna be transformed. This is cycles, rebirth, destruction, rebuilding, change, resistance. Whatever, something, there may be something, because they're bringing up this event, like, y'all, I use myself as an example because I don't have a better example to use. For some of you, there is a significant event that is getting ready to transform your life. It may be getting ready to transform the way that you work. But it all started with God speaking to you and telling you to do something very specific, and listening to the messages and to the wisdom that God is giving you. So for some of you, this is about you simply saying, okay, Lord, I trust you, and listening to the guidance that God is giving you. And it's whatever you are listening to, and as following these instructions, is getting ready to transform your life. We have the transformation card that came up on the widget, which y'all saw. Somebody's getting ready to step into some abundance, but this is about something that you've prayed for, y'all. Yes, some of you, this is like your destiny to be well known. This is the plan that God had for you all along. There, again, very synchronistic energy that's coming through right now. A lot of confirmation energy. So if you've been feeling, because I feel like some of you, there's a struggle that's over as well. I don't know what you've been struggling with. I don't know what you've been dealing with. I don't know what this situation is that God is having to pull you out of or change for you, but I feel like this change is on the horizon. So if the Lord is stepping you, let's say the Lord is trying to tell you that you need to be more public, or he's putting you, he's this next level includes visibility or something like that, you're going to, this is why he's preparing you now to be willing to put yourself out there. Y'all know I'm an advocate. I tell everybody to start your YouTube channel, go on TikTok, post your content. I heard someone say on TikTok yesterday, he was like, because I don't really post anything other than my purpose. And he gave a whole message which literally talked about post your purpose. So most of everything that I post, y'all, is about my purpose. It's about what God is calling me to do. Yes, I post other stuff, like randomly I might post some stuff, but typically everything that I post is not just content. I'm literally posting my purpose. And when he said that the other day, I said, man, that made so much sense, because your purpose is what's going to attract everything, the opportunities. Your purpose is what's going to attract the money. Your purpose is what is going to help you get to your next level. So some of you, this is about being willing to do that. Put yourself out there, because this is a part of your transformation. um some of you, this is about regeneration as well. Look, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, look, I just heard beauty brand, and we received that. Y'all know Spirit and Glam is my beauty brand, right? Touche Cosmetics. And so it's like, for some of y'all, this is a major transformation that's happening in your life, but it starts with yourself. Mm. I just feel like the Lord's plan for your life is coming together. Things are beginning to align, for somebody as well. Like, people may be seeing, they're seeing more to you. Okay, because they just said shallow. So it's like, let's say, for example, which I mean, like, I don't know, somebody may have thought, y'all know, every now and again they give me this energy, but they're bringing this up on the intellect and the insight. It's like people are getting ready. Maybe people thought that you were superficial. Um, but the Lord is getting ready to show people that his hand, it's, I don't know, I don't want to say, it's like you're so much deeper, maybe, man, than people give you credit for. And I don't know, the Lord's light, the Lord's wisdom, the Lord's glory is getting ready to be on display in your life. Like, come on, the truth is the truth.com. He's literally getting ready to use you to be an example of light, an example of his goodness, an example of his truth. With the Ace of Swords coming out, that's it. Because I feel like this is just saying that whatever, there's something coming, and it's a significant event that's coming for somebody. Something, some instruction. Ace of Swords, and this understood the assignment card. You followed an instruction. The Lord gave you something to do. It could have been starting a business, it could have been anything, but this is about conversations with God and your obedience, you being willing to walk the path that he's giving you to walk, something that you understood. And this is, and you may have had to do this because this is given adversity. Let me just show y'all, like, you may have had to do this. It may have been a struggle. Maybe you have had to persevere with people talking about you, or I don't know, like people not believing. You could have had to just look, because it talks about haters on this card, right? So you like blocking out the haters, blocking out the criticism, blocking out the negative thoughts that the enemy may be trying to throw at you, not letting people intimidate you. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I think I'm done with this message, because I think I'm understanding, like, I will say this because I don't know. Let me give this example. Thank you, Lord. Understanding the assignment, right? The Lord allows me, let's just say, let me back up. Let me say this. When the Lord told me to create the message oracle cards, which y'all know I have all of all of the message oracle cards, what if I wouldn't have followed that instruction? What if I would have not listened to the Lord and listened to someone else, or listened to the people telling me that I was wrong for doing what God told me to do? Whether it, come on, Spirit, whether you understand, whether I understand it or not, because I didn't when the Lord told me to start creating this. it went against what many people say that God has said. But what the one thing that I encourage everybody to do is to have your own relationship with God. You have got to let God speak to you, because if you and God confirmed this for me last night or this morning, I think it was, because I was up he woke me up about 3 this morning. If you listen to what other people tell you you should or should not do, that is almost, it's almost I, and making something an idol. I don't care if it's a pastor. I don't care if it's a preacher, a bishop, a deacon. I don't care about none. I don't care if it's a tarot reader. I don't care who it is. This is why you have got to have your own relationship with God. Because if you listen to what other people tell you you should or should not do, you can disobey what God is telling you to do in your life. You can, especially if you give yourself to the Lord and you say, Lord, not my will, but yours. You have got to have your own relationship with God. It's why you got to be reading the Bible. It's why you have got to give, if you meditate, that's when this morning I'm sitting in silence and I'm journaling about what I got in Isaiah 55. You have got to listen to what God says and not what man says, because a lot of times man will lead you in the wrong direction. And a lot of times what God tells you to do is going to be crazy, and it's not going to make sense, and it's going to go against what many people in the world are telling you to do. But I do believe, come on, Spirit, that the Lord is bringing new people, new ideas, new wisdom, and new ways of thinking into being, because the old ways ain't getting us where God needs us to be. So what if I would say, what if I hadn't created the message oracle cards for, and when God told me to? What if I hadn't have done those things? I feel like all of that, every experience led up to me being on the Jennifer Hudson show, and that's just the beginning of what God has done. Like, I have no idea what God is getting ready to do in my life, but I know one thing: if I had to listen to how many people were telling me, oh, don't do that, oh, that's bad, oh, listen, all of that, everybody who could have spoke death into that, you have to block out any kind of negativity. You have to block out what anybody is saying about what God has told you to do, because he didn't give them the vision, and he's not going to give them the understanding. And so I hope this encourages somebody, that sometimes when God tells you to do something, it's going to go against traditional norms. It's going to go against everything that other people will tell you to do, but you got to do it anyway. And yes, many of you are going to have to go up against or stand your ground against people who are telling you that you're wrong for what you're doing. But as long as you're good with God, that has got to be enough. It's got to be enough. So for some of you, it's like, listen, yes, what you getting, like the assignment he giving you may be difficult. Yes, it ain't gonna make sense. There are people out here. It's like this, the thing. I don't know a single demon telling somebody to go read the Bible. I ain't, in my experience of dealing with demons and dealing with people who with dealing with darkness, they're not encouraging people to go read the word for themselves. They're not encouraging people to go and find out more about God, right? So it's like, it's us understanding that, because God is doing a new thing, it's us understanding that God is he adapts, he's flexible. He look at the new things that he brings into our existence. He brings things, he gives people new ideas. We have electric cars now, y'all. And if he hadn't given that thought to Elon or whoever else created them, we wouldn't have it. Like, all things that God gives us are good. And I have another message, and I'm going to save it for the next one, or just say it now. It's like, everything that God gives us is good. Everything that God gives us is good. It's us who turns things. It's the enemy that comes in and influences us and makes us think that something is bad. But God has already said that something is good. Does that make sense? If God created it, then he created it for good. But the enemy will come in and influence us to turn it into something negative, turn it into something bad, turn it into something that goes against God. Because ain't that the whole point of what he wants us to do? He wants us to go against God, to rebel against God. So if God has given us something that is good, whatever it is, the enemy will come in and influence us and tell us, that ain't good. That, but God already gave it to us. And when everything that God gives us is good. Does that make sense? So whatever he's giving you to do, God already said it was good. But the enemy will come in and try to make you doubt that what God told you is good, because that's what he wants. He wants us to rebel against God. So that's how we get off track. So I hope that made sense. I don't know who needed that. I receive it in my own spirituals. If God has given you something, an idea, something that he has given you, he already said is good. Don't allow yourself to be influenced by negative people or negative thoughts. It's simply the enemy trying to come in and have his way instead of God having God's way. Okay, because that's how we defeat the enemy. Okay, anyway, Lord, I hope this helps somebody. I hope it made sense. Y'all, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in purpose and on purpose. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I love y'all in real life. Child, listen, it may have been a little scattered, but hopefully y'all got the point. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Child.